Hello. First song is Calm Susser Todd. We're gonna make a Rapture playlist. Welcome in, gamers. Oh, sorry, RF. Hi. Thank you for subscribing at Tier 1. You won the Swell Grand Prix. You're a new sub. You won the Swell Grand Prix. Thank you for supporting Swell Speedy Science September. Woo! Bow, bow, bow. Thank you for subscribing. Um, sorry, I have multi-chat open because we're also live on YouTube, and it doesn't always alert me properly, which is super annoying and fun. Love that for us. Maybe I can fix... maybe that'll work. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know why it's not popping up. Rapture time. Yes. Are you coping? Are you thriving? My neck is still hurting me, guys. I don't know what the deal is. So for those of you that are new here, the last few days, we think Friday I may have tweaked my neck. It's gone up and down, okay? I am worried that I gave myself fucking tech neck. I'm worried I've been hunched over my phone too much, and now when I sit up normally, it's causing pain. So I didn't work out today just to be safe, because in case there is a different issue. It's not like big pain, but it's just like at the base of my neck. So it's not so much my neck, it's like the base of my skull, where my neck meets my skull, which is like a really important area, as I'm sure you know. So that's why I think it may have been tech neck, or was it 2025? Anybody remember the Rapture in 2012? There was one in 2007, there was one in 2021, and now it's supposedly happening tomorrow. It's really rude that they scheduled it this time on my posting day. Super rude. Because, you know, Christians just really love small entertainment. Really, really good biblical broadcast. So I just really hope they get to watch my new video before they get raptured up, you know, if they do. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I am not religious, chat. I'm formerly Catholic, or bad Catholic, depending on who you ask. Which basically means that I really don't think I believe in hell, but I also low-key think I'm going. Like, I get all the Catholic guilt still, but, like, I don't actually believe in God. It's super fun. But it's one of those things where, because my parents, like, didn't really foster religion in my household, like, I was baptized, but my parents didn't foster religion, so I was allowed to, like, I went to, like, a Methodist daycare for most of my adolescence for, like, after school, like an after school daycare program. I was allowed to do 30-hour famine and go to Bible study with my friends at their Christian church. Like I was allowed, I kind of like was allowed to just kind of, oh, someone else will watch you for 2 hours while we're at work? Yeah, go ahead. You want to go to Bible study? Sure. Go for it. That's cool. So I'm familiar with the concept of the rapture, as it should be. But the thing that I knew, as someone who is not, you know, Christian or anything like that, I thought you weren't supposed to know when the rapture was happening. Like, and then a bunch of people that I know that, like, grew up in religious sects and the like are like, you guys, the whole point of the rapture is that you're not supposed to know when the rapture is. The whole concept of the rapture is that if someone is like, the rapture is going to happen on this day, it won't happen that day, because no one person can know when the rapture is. That's kind of the whole point. But, like, each day we get closer to the rapture. It's the whole thing. So it's just, everyone's having a lovely day today. I mean, I'm fascinated by the religious psychosis that is happening over on TikTok. Rapture Talk is fascinating. Yes, Rapture Talk. Basically, Rapture Talk, as in T-O-K, as in TikTok, Rapture TikTok, is trending, and I keep getting shown these videos. I am worried these people are going to snap tomorrow, and they're going to off their families or their pets when the rapture does not happen. I don't know. I was looking at Facebook Marketplace today, I will admit that. People are, like, giving away their cars and shit. Someone who was an Uber driver was like, the people in my car were convinced the rapture was coming, so they gave me a fuckload of money. I'm like, dude, don't tell the internet that. This was not my snack plan. My plan for my snack was an apple, and then I cut into it, and it was sad and brown. So I threw it out, and I'm devastated. My last apple. I would low-key love a Thanos snap tomorrow. I just think, like, I feel like the housing market would be like, I feel like a lot of our, like, depression era elements that we are currently dealing with, like our low-key recession that we're in, I do feel like a Rapture would deal with a lot of these issues, you know? The problem is that the people that you want to get raptured are definitely not going to be the ones getting raptured because they don't realize that a lot of them are bad people. So, that's the problem. And a lot of them, it's like they're not, the ones that think the rapture is coming, they're like prepping for the people left behind, not trying to get people to also be raptured. Like the concept would be you are trying to save people. But no, they're like, for my family, here's how to access the money. It's like your family's not coming with you. What type of godly person were you that you like don't think that your family is good enough to get raptured? Low-key, I hope they get raptured and you don't. My God. If a lunatic protester tells me I'm going to hell, I'll say I don't care. I'll look good doing it. I mean, this will be low-key super. If the people that are claiming they're going to be raptured get raptured, it would be really chill here on Earth. Like, I do think it would be really great. They seem to think Trump is going with them. I hope he goes with them, you know? Rapture scares me. Scares of a recession indicator in this essay. Wario, you were so right. Oh God, I'm told from people who read Left Behind that Israel is going to save us all. It would be really crazy if something insane, like different, like something crazy happens tomorrow, but it's not the rapture. Because obviously it's tomorrow in Hong Kong. It's tomorrow in Australia. There is no reports of the rapture happening. There's no time zones in the Bible, you know. I just can't do it. I'm so awful at it. You gotta just, it's like, you got to find the center of gravity of the stick. So you start in the middle. You can try that. And then once you get control of that, get further back. But it just, you need the pressure of it all. It will be so much better here, LOL. I just think it would help with a lot of overcrowding. I feel like it would help with like the housing market because it seems like some of them seem to have houses. And you know, the Fed dropped a rate, not a lot, but you know, not enough to like cause people to sell their homes. So we just got a lot of like, you know, I just feel like it, you know, food insecurity, which the president canceled the food insecurity, what's it called? The survey that they do. So it's giving depression. It's giving bad. When I was in Japan with Scootish, it was always really funny when they would just like, when we ordered, they would just bring us forks and be like, can we please get chopsticks? The rapture happening tomorrow, that'd mean I wouldn't have to finish writing my thesis, LOL. Someone's like, I really don't want to pay rent, so like I'm totally cool with the rapture happening. My friend who is Christian but is very offline was like, it's okay, I prayed. I was like, all right. She was like, I don't think it's happening, but if it does, I think I'm good. I was like, all right. No, Kuna, no one ever thought that they figured out what caused autism. Okay, so for those who don't know, Trump announced that there was going to be a huge announcement in autism, the biggest medical breakthrough in autism. And nope, not gonna make that joke. Sorry. And then they announced that Tylenol, pregnant women taking Tylenol, they believe they have proof that that's what leads to autism. What they are doing is they are trying to blame mothers for autism. That's what they are trying to do. It's the mother's fault, basically. No one else's fault. It's not that it's like a chemical thing or whatever, you know. It's the mothers taking Tylenol to relieve their pain. It's mothers not wanting to be in pain. That's what's causing autism, which is insane. Not acetaminophen, Tylenol. Tylenol is a brand, not a painkiller. It's a painkiller, but it's a brand. Acetaminophen, but Trump can't say the word acetaminophen, I'm assuming, which is why they're deciding to do Tylenol, because that's quippy and easy to share around and catchy. I kind of hope Tylenol sues the ever-loving fuck out of them. I think that would be fascinating. You know, I'm assuming he watched the Tylenol murders. I'm assuming he like watched that documentary about the Tylenol poisoning and all of that, and like he just was like, oh, I know, you know, maybe it's that. They didn't prove shit. There's no actual scientific evidence of linking Tylenol to a rise in autism. Okay. It just, there isn't. And also, if you think there's a rise in autism, it's because there's a lot more education around autism at this time, and more people are being tested for autism. That's it. That's it. Pronounce it in his press conference. It was hilarious. God. Funny enough, Tylenol is not sold everywhere in the world. Tylenol is the only painkiller, from my understanding, that you can safely take while pregnant. Can't get Tylenol in Cuba because it's too expensive and they have zero autism. Logic. Do they test for autism in Cuba? Again, I feel like these are very basic questions. Trump walking around the White House with his moldy hand ranting about autism. He does not look well. He does not look well at all. They flagged your grammatos. They flagged your message for the word sperm. Tylenol at this point is the only known painkiller safe for pregnancy, yeah. And as long as it's not used for long term, it has no effect on the fetus. It's just, again, they want to blame the women. They want to blame the women. It's hard to get diagnosed. I had to move to another country to get mine. What happened this time? Trump did a press conference with, I think, RFK Jr. I did not watch it, but the graphics are all over the place where they are saying that Tylenol causes autism. Not acetaminophen, Tylenol. So they take 100%. So they 100% take acetaminophen in Cuba. They call it paracetamol. Paracetamol? Yes, did I get that right? I'm also not the leader of the free world, so. Paracetamol. Paracetamol, right? Para like parachute. I only know because British TV. Same with Central Europe, actually. And just use generic. Paracetamol. Paracetamol? You got it. That looks good. Thank you. It's a container of microwavable udon that I get from Costco. The amount of misinformation that RFK and Trump are doling out. I do worry for the future of states like Florida. Also, it was announced that apparently Jimmy Kimmel will be returning to air Thursday or tomorrow, I think. Let me see. Let me check. I just saw it was announced. Yeah. Air Tuesday after suspension for Charlie Kirk comments. They're going to make him apologize. He's 57? Why did I think he was older? I don't know how old I thought he was, but I did think he was older. We say paracetamol in Aus. Paracetamol. Paracetamol. I'm gonna get pregnant and take Tylenol just to prove a point. Kimmel gets raptured live on air. Can you imagine? Oh God. It's 100% because they dropped the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer and people are still pissed. I don't know. Also, Hermes got a bath today, chat. He's up here. He's mad at me. I gave him one more flea bath because I'm paranoid, even though I haven't seen any bugs since I took him to the vet. So I've been paranoid, so I gave him one more bath. He's very mad at me, but he's clean. So, but 100% will be tuned in tomorrow. It would be really funny if he like broke ratings records. That would be so funny. It was only 53. Yeah, no, Joss is fairly young. In Spanish, it's almost the same, but instead, C, the E sounds like an ah. Ah. I hope Kimmel takes a page from Cole's Barrett book and gets real indignant. Fresh Hermes, clean boy. Mr. Bones' wild ride. I also learned Joss is a huge piece of shit. Oh yeah, no, we knew that. We've known he's a huge piece of shit. Oh, also, chat, unfortunately for all of you, I know I'm a hardcore McLaren fan, okay? Lando is my driver. However, McLaren and Lando, and just the entirety of, I'm annoyed with Oscar too, but I've been annoyed for a minute. They keep annoying me, so now I'm rooting for Max to win World Drivers' Champion this year. I want Max to remember who he is and curb stomp everyone, because the McLaren boys, McLaren as a whole, are pissing me off. So putting a pin in my McLaren fandom, and I'm officially a Max stan again. Also, George is back on my shit list, but George is almost always on my shit list. I'm pissed. Lando's mainly on my shit list because, one, when given the opportunity to fucking cook, he didn't, and that pissed me off. Forget the slow pit stop. Forget that shit. That's McLaren. I'm annoyed with them. Okay. However, both qualifying day, after quali and after the race, Lando took the opportunity to make digs at Yuki, and that pissed me the fuck off. Because shut the fuck up. Why is his name in your fucking mouth? He used it as an example. He was like, even Yuki was up in front. Like, Yuki is a bad fucking driver. And that really irritated me on quali day. And then after the race, he was like, yeah, I was stuck behind Sonoda, which if we can't pass him, then we obviously are not that quick. Thank you for following. So I'm annoyed, actually. That was uncalled for, unnecessary. I get you get depressed once you don't perform well in a race. Not Yuki's fault that he was defending and you were not good enough to get past him when you're in a fucking rocket ship. That's not Yuki's fault. So I'm irritated. Then George is on my shit list because during the press conference after their wins, after the podium, George said, because George moved up, Mercedes moved up into P2 in the Constructors' Championship, and he said, I feel like Max or Ferrari can definitely still overtake us. And Max goes, you mean Red Bull? And he goes, and George goes, Team Verstappen. Fuck you, George. Everyone, I'm going to get Yuki a chair. I'm going to get Yuki a metal chair, and I want him to just start beating the crap out of the rest of the grid. Because clearly the disrespect is rampant, and I'm mad. So now I'm rooting for Max. I want none of these fucking I was annoyed at Oscar because he was not wrong. I think it was fine for him to make this dig at Lando because he was doing press conferences, he was doing interviews while Lando was still trying to qualify in Q3 and ended up qualifying like P7 or whatever the fuck, okay? Qualified fairly low. And George and Oscar goes, well, there's that, and basically makes like a little comment like, I'm not worried, basically, okay? And then then he has the fucked up start, don't know what happened there, still falls to the back, which was smart to do, and then immediately sends it into a wall. The first time he actually has to like fight from the back and potentially make it up, which if he had been goated, if he had fully made it to the podium after that and beat Lando, I'd be like, okay, I think that's fine, okay? However, you don't get to fuck up twice and then make that shitty comment, frankly. So that's where I'm at. I'm annoyed with McLaren. I'm annoyed with Lando, who is my driver, and I'm annoyed with Oscar. So therefore, I'm rooting for Max, and I'm rooting for Yuki, and Isaac. You know, the rookies, the like. You know, I need Haas to figure out what's going on. I need Haas to figure it out. Okay. His point total is so low. That said, I'm hoping Yuki keeps this form so they can keep him for 2026. I think it's very clear that Yuki is adjusting fairly quickly now that Laurent is involved, because Laurent realized, holy shit, Yuki's operating with old parts. They've now put Yuki and Max in the same car. And so now Yuki is now fully having to learn to drive like Max, which is where we're seeing this development where he is making progress. Okay. So I'm excited to see what he does in Singapore. Okay. But I think that's the thing where people are not realizing that he was operating on like an old make of the car, basically. And so now he's having to like relearn the car to be on Max's level. And he is getting there, not at the progress that Max would be, obviously, because the car is built around Max. But he's developed really well in the, 3 GPs that Laurent has been team principal for? 4 GPs? I think it's unlikely they're going to keep him for 2026, unfortunately, for Yuki. But I need him to perform so that other teams at least potentially bring him on as a reserve. That's what I need at the start until there's an opening. I never knew I needed a buddy movie featuring Charles and his himbo BFF, Carlos. I was literally messaging my friend when I saw that video. I was like, oh my fucking God, someone write the rom-com novel right now. And then the photo that, because Charles put a bunch of photos of them in his photo dump for the race. And there's a photo of them in the van together. And I'm just like, oh God, 2 hot dads move into the neighborhood. Like, is this pre-recorded? No, why would it be pre-recorded? Kadima always. Fingers and toes, love the RB boys. Yes, I'm locked in now. I'm officially a Red Bull stan, and I feel better because Christian Horner is officially out. Officially out. You know what? Locked in. Locked in. Okay. I read the title is Cheating and thinking, dang, this is going to get wild. Me cheating. Yes. But did they make in an hour and a half? I think so. I think they made it. We got the photos, so it's not like they someone posted on Twitter and they were like, wait, did they actually make it to Nice? Did they make it to Monaco, or did they have to get like a hotel room for the night that only has one bed? You know. The brooding, moody Charles and annoyingly perky Carlos need some more time together than the best. It's very funny that they apparently travel together all the time, and then there was a storm, and then they just like had to do a little layover, which I thought was fun. I just thought, oh God, them like imagine you're at God. I wonder did they say which airport they ended up landing at in Italy? Because that's so funny. Why would I be? Who the fuck is Vegan Patriot? Welcome to the Orange Army. So for those of you that are just now joining us, when it comes to my F1 history, I like Max. Even when he was dominant, I like Max because Max and I are the same person in a different font. The difference between he and I is I no longer have a relationship with my abusive parent. We're also the same age, and we also both do share the worms, which is where you drop a traumatic piece of lore that's vaguely unsettling to people, but for you it's just reality. So like whenever my funniest thing is like there's compilations on YouTube where it's like Max saying disturbing things for 5 minutes straight or something like that, and it's just him sharing little bits of his childhood and like anecdotes with Joss, and it's like the most traumatic. My favorite one is where him and Daniel Ricciardo were still teammates, and they're doing a bit or like they're doing like a fan video or something, and and Daniel jokingly goes like this with a fork, and Max goes, oh, my dad did that to an engineer once with a screwdriver. And Daniel just looks at the camera like, am I supposed to fucking react to that? Like totally normal. It's crazy. You look French. I have French heritage, ancestry. I am not French. Not technically. Well, it depends. My mother is French and German. Am I understanding properly that the Rapture has been scheduled for tomorrow? Yes. The Rapture is scheduled for tomorrow. But yes, no, I've always been a Max fan, chat. I just, Lando, I psychically connected that he was my driver. And unfortunately, he also annoys the fuck out of me 90% of the time. Compilation videos of him just dropping crazy about what his dad did is astounding. Yeah. My goated trauma, baby. Maybe Ferrari will finally be good. Ferrari, no, my thing with Ferrari is I need them to fire most of their strategy team and apparently half their engineers. Like, I really think we need an overhaul. Like, forget hiring. We need a clean house, I think. Hello. Maybe next year with the new what's it called? The new regulations, we'll get like a whole different Ferrari. Would be excited to see that, but we'll see. Use that 100 million to buy his wife something nice for staying around. I know something I'm not supposed to know, so I'm not going to say anything. It's really hard not to appreciate Max on a human level. The guy only wants to drive and be with his family and absolutely hates shitty British media machines that make him answer stupid questions. Thank you for following, chicken. What's the Rapture? I'm here for yapping, but lack the knowledge and actually understand it. So the Rapture is this concept in various Christian texts and theology, which basically means that one day, when the world is, and at some point, not the one the world. There's some people believe it's when the world is ending. The good people that were like godly people will get raptured and brought up into heaven all at once. Okay. And there will be people left behind, okay? You won't know when it's supposed to happen, but you will be brought up into heaven, okay? And cool. Alrighty. Let's see. Carlos totally needs to get his special unicorn helmet. I think he might at this point. Like, they're definitely going to do, like, a unicorn bit. See Isaac now answering questions like Max. He is so Max's kid. LOL. It's so funny because I don't think he likes Max. I don't know if you saw the interview after his podium, but they were like kind of joking. It's a really tense moment because they're asking like, oh, do you guys want to be teammates? Because they're trying to hint at like the possibility of Isaac being brought up into Red Bull, which Max is like, oh, haha, no, absolutely not. We don't like each other. Like clearly joking. And Isaac goes, no, I don't want to be his teammate. Like very, very calm and stoic. And people are like, oh, he fully has like Abu Dhabi 21 like yelled somewhere. Bum, 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 bum. Merp. I do not think he likes him. No. As deadpan humor. See, there's deadpan humor, but like I don't think Isaac is like Max is joking. I don't think Isaac is. And like Isaac is a big fan of Lewis, you know? So it's like, and there's plenty of people that like you look at them and you're like, oh, you still have not moved past the Max and Lewis beef fully, even though it seems like they're mostly fine with each other now, you know, as fine as you can be when you're competing against each other. Make the 405 busy. We're doing incredible things here, chat. The good news is that unfortunately we have like the most annoying YouTube commenters, which is super fun and exciting. But the good news is that Twitch chat can't see you guys. Which is super fun and exciting. They're just like spelling out the N-word chat on YouTube, so I just keep banning them. Yep, okay. Another one. Cool, I'm here. Thank you, Sparkly. Sparkly, you're kind of gotta be locked in over there, unfortunately. I think it's possible the RB second seat trauma. We'll see, because Marco called him mini Prost, so it feels like a foregone move. I mean, he's definitely moving up. They are moving him up. And then it's a matter of who's getting the other seat at VCARB at this point, which is super fun and exciting, because Arvid is probably going to get moved up to VCARB after F2. And it's a matter of, you know, if it's going to be Yuki or Liam, you know. We have men in BDSM outfits over on Twitch chat. YouTube is missing out. Wow, wild. Gotta love the internet hive mind. Yep. I don't use Discord, but alrighty. Sparkly is locked in now, unfortunately. They're liking the word gape for some reason. Helmet apparently really liked Lindblad. Unfortunately, I would like to see another year for Lawson. I don't. I'm kind of over Liam. So that's where I'm at with Liam. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sparkly. Sparkly, in case you can't see it, everyone on Twitch is saying thank you. No, it's funny because like this was also one of the reasons I stopped going live over on YouTube, was because some days you just get like the crazy bots. Here we get them once in a while, but like nothing crazy over here on Twitch. And then this is the first time that we've gone live on here, and it's like, the views are nice. Thanks, guys, for the views. I don't feel bad that I put a lot of ads on today's YouTube stream. I don't feel bad now. I was like, oh, I don't know, you know? Yeah, the word cock is really upsetting over on YouTube. Wow. Love mods. Thank you, Sparkly. I got premium good. There we go. Hey, YouTube, catch this demon core. Yeah, there we go. Let's have a demon core alert. Which isn't going to help Yuki. Oh, no, Ford definitely, you know, Yuki is a Honda driver at the end of the day. And, you know, it's unfortunate. It's potentially, I can see it maybe being supporting for him going to Aston Martin in the future. Or if the Ford engine sucks, you know, and they decide to bring back Honda, we'll see, you know. Sparkly, the hero we need. Came across from YouTube this morning. Glad to see I've gotten out of there. Haha. Yeah. Discover how big of an F1 fan you are. I feel your content generally has a different audience than the F1 crowd. See, it's so interesting in No Assault because I love talking about various live events, and there's a lot of like wonky sports events that I want to go to and review. And yet, I have found that aside from motorsport videos like IndyCar, like F1, okay, any reviews of those races, they do okay. Nothing crazy, but like some will do really well. Some will do on average like 80K views, which is like my low end. Any other sports video of a live sporting event, horrible. Horrible. The bull riding video, horrible. The SailGP video, the first one and the one from this year, horrible. And I just don't get, I'm assuming it's just far too much sports for you guys, but like I love going to sporting events and doing reviews on those events, so I'm going to keep doing it because at the end of the day, this is my channel and I make what I want. But you know, find each other literally everywhere else. That's fair. But yeah, no, my audience is largely women, largely fangirls, which is causing a big trajectory move over into the F1 fan base, so that's not that surprising, frankly. Aston 2027, after Alonso retires, maybe, that would be okay. Maybe. I mean, I would like to see Alonso have a better season before he retires, but also you can kind of tell the way. The crazy thing is we always talk about how hard racing is on the body right now, but I feel like there hasn't been enough studies done into the long-term effects of being a race car driver in Formula One on the body. Like there just hasn't been a lot of that, unfortunately. But I think that's something that I think in the next couple of years I really hope they put more research into. Not likely, but you know, because I feel like you can see that Fernando is getting worn down by this sport. You know what I'm saying? Match a huge video for you like 4 years ago. So not really. I did do. Oh, you're right. No, but that was a social media boxing event. That's there's the issue there is that's a social media based event. That was two YouTubers beating the shit out of each other. Of course, that was a huge video. Also, one of them was being sued at the time. There was a bunch of controversy. Like that was going to be a big video because that was a social media video more than it was a boxing event video. You know, the previous event had been canceled. There was a bunch of rumors of one of them not paying the venue. Like that was going to be that was borderline a drama video before it was a sports video. You know what I'm saying? Every type of event. I love that. So many G-forces. He's still a rookie, yes. Was good. What the fuck? Yeah, it did horrible. Who says Alonso was ever retiring? Life. I fell asleep to the bull riding one. I gotta rewatch it. LOL. He's still a rookie. So many G-forces. There is drama in every sports. Live sports are fun. I want to go to Indian Wells one day. It feels like a different experience than the ones I've been to. Dude, if soccer and horse... I feel like... I can't remember how the U.S. Open video did, but I feel like it didn't do that particularly well. Especially this ground effect era. It's incredibly brutal. I get the impression Alonso has a bad back now, but to be honest, once you get past 40, that starts to happen no matter what. Yeah. Reporting live from the White House lawn. I'm in danger. Oh, God. I don't think... God, would they let me in? I feel like they would. But I feel like you just Google, like, Trump tweets, Swell Entertainment, and you'd probably find something where they'd be like, we cannot allow you on the premises. Alonso has a unique ability to find ways to avoid points this season. Yeah. For events, I started following you for weird culture, if that makes sense. Maybe some of your other fans are the same, regardless of anything. Yeah, no, there's definitely people that only watch movie reviews and want me to do more movie reviews. There's definitely people that only watch events, and there's people that definitely only watch commentary. But I'm definitely known as the event chick more than anything. I've only ever watched the current set of regs. Excited to see if new regulations means a truly even field at the start of the season. Oh no, I think we're gonna see insane things like Kick Sauber is #1 on the grid. Cadillac P2, P3, you know, like I feel like we're going to see wild things because I feel like there's going to be a lot of overcorrection and no one's going to know what it is. Like I truly think we're going to see someone totally wild on the first podium of the season next year. Going to PBA Pro Bowling, even if there is a stop near you. No, I watched a broadcast of Pro Bowling, and I literally filmed a video where I was like, on TikTok, where I was like, look at these data, look at the stats, look at this data. We've got ARC telemetry on this Pro Bowling broadcast. Why is that not happening on F1? Like, we have because the F1 TV broadcast this season, all of the timing sheets, everything is a mess right now for F1, and I truly don't know how they fixed that. Like, I really don't know how to fix it, but it was so much better on bowling. I was like, what? I need them to fix this. I think it's a mirror. This is a mirror, chat. It's a ballerina mirror. It's a golden chicken foot. This thing? That's been there for a bit. Hold on. I'm in shorts. No one freak out. I've had it there for a while. Everyone be calm. It's just brass. Okay. And it's a mirror. It's like it's a sculpture. It's a piece of art. I got it from a I think that wasn't supposed to be a mirror at first because they like literally like super glued a mirror to the back of it. But I got it from a flea market forever ago, and it was up there. It's been here for a couple of months now, I think. But yeah, it's a mirror. It's hard to clean because there's like a woman there, a dancer, but it's fun. That's a vibe. That's cute. It's a dancing lady. Thought it was a dinosaur foot or something. Anarchy was giving me shit because I kept being like dinosaurs yesterday, and she was like, "Why do you have the interest of a 12-year-old boy?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know, because I like whimsy." We left an event last night and we were starving, so we went and drove through the Habit, which was a bad idea because there was an In-N-Out like 2 feet ahead, and I didn't see it, but. While we were waiting for the drive-through, I was like scrolling on Twitter because like we were stopped dead because someone got like 80 burgers. I don't know. And I saw this Twitter post where it was like an artist made a piss yourself like piece of art that just like it was like a wolf, like a humanoid wolf with the phrase "piss yourself," and then he was vending at an event, and he was like, and then he quote tweeted it with his own tweet and said. A furry picked this up at my table, and I watched in horror as his jeans began to darken. Okay? So I was like, I already thought that was funny. Okay? And then I scrolled through the comment sections because someone said fake wetters when a real pisser comes into their life. And Anarchy was like, you're fucking... I started crying, laughing. I was laughing so fucking hard, chat. I was laughing so fucking hard at the concept of someone fucking around and making like basically fetish art for funsies, and then someone that actually partakes in that fetish doing it, and like just being like, whoa, and Twitter had no sympathy for that. And I was laughing so fucking hard, and Anarchy's like, this is now like the 3rd or 4th time that you've shown me something that is really not that funny and it made you cry laugh. And I was like, listen, it's because of the whimsy. And she was like, no, seriously, why are you laughing so hard? I was like, it's so funny. And she was like, no, if you say it's because of the whimsy again, what the fuck is wrong with you? I literally turned on the light in the car because it was dark so she could see the tears streaming down my face. This feels like Tumblr content. It's because of the whimsy. Sorry, I have whimsy in my heart. On your advancing VTuber career, no. If we close in, again, we have the goal set up where it's like if you hit the certain amount of, God, what is it? If you hit, it's like what, 250 subs? If we hit that, we're not even close to it. If we hit that, then I will get a VTuber model, which we have not hit. Pretty good quality for price, but now everything is so expensive. No, honestly, we went there and I drove through and I looked at the burgers and I was like, these all look like shit. And so I ended up getting a grilled cheese off the kids menu because of whimsy. Because of the whimsy. Wait, are you streaming on YouTube? I don't see you live on either channel. It's live on Swell Shenanigans Clips. It's the 2nd channel. It's the former podcast channel, Cloudy. Swell Entertainment is too big. The chat gets too hard to control. It's like, it'll be like 10,000 viewers at once. And I'm like, that's too much. And then Girly Pop Go, I wanted to be able to just, that's my car and motorsport stuff. And I wanted like all of my streams to be on one spot. So Clips channel it is. This pen I stole from the Disney Cruise Line is dying, and it's sad. Because it's a nice pen, but it's horrible. I had it out last night. It didn't disappoint. However, I did take 30 minutes to get my order, so yeah. My lobster too buttery. No, a chat where you've got like 1,000 messages. Like, you ever look at Hassan Piker streams? That's not 10,000 viewers, obviously. But, like, he's got 55K viewers right now. It's very difficult to engage with the chat like that, you know? The kind of greed they warn about in the Bible. God. Also, long-form streams, like 3-hour-long streams, would fuck with my algorithm, and I don't play at that. So you didn't boycott the Disney Cruise pen in solidarity with Kimmel? Wow. Yeah, I'm going to throw out my pen. I'm going to throw out my pen. I did find it really funny. Noah Centineo posting in solidarity that, thank you for following, Noah Centineo posting in solidarity that he deleted, like he canceled his subscription, but he also bought like a year-long subscription before he canceled it. And I was like, did you buy a year-long and then cancel it? Or like you didn't have a membership, you got a membership just to cancel it to show you were in solidarity. Opening the Valley, and I'm very excited. Can confirm. I remember a few streams and comments zip by too fast for proper discourse. Yeah, so then what ends up happening is I end up only engaging with the comments from people that are donating with their comments and doing supers, which is fine, but then everyone gets fucking angry. What's annoying is, like, you'll see someone be like, oh my god, she's ignoring the comments about so-and-so. And I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about? And then I realize they've commented like 8 times. And I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this. Like... Nomad, you won the Swell Grand Prix. Thank you for subscribing. Wow, 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 wow. Wait, you subscribed for 24 months? Or you've been subscribed for 24 months? Wait, pause. Did you subscribe for 2 years? Too many what do you mean too many requests? Oh no, 1 month. You've been subscribed for 24 months. Why is it say it showed up as if you subscribed for 24 months? That was really weird. You won the Swell Grand Prix, Nomad. Thank you for subscribing and supporting Swell Speedy Science September. Wow, wow, wow. Everything is a mess. Getting a year-long membership so you can cancel it in solidarity is wild. I agree. Nomad's the longest sub. Damn. Big streamers chat is just things like Pico and Kickwhiddle, and I can't see those emotes. So 24-month streak, 2-year hype. It's a streak thing. I don't think Twitch tells you when someone subs for longer than a month. Gotcha. 2 years feels both like a long time and not at all. That's wild. Also, congrats. No, I dropped a chopstick. I have like 2 bites left. This is how Twitch and YouTube work. It shows your cumulative at your month anniversary. F to the stick that chopped. Wow. Can't stay long. Gotta forage wild fruit before it gets dark. Gotcha. Beware of the gnomes. So resubscribe. They've been subscribed for 24 months. Twitch tells you. That's why I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. The alert looked weird, is what I was saying. So I can charge back in solidarity. Ah! Knew it! You subscribed for 3 months! Wah, 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 wah. Thank you for subscribing. You won the Swell Grand Prix. No, see, this shows up as you subscribing for 3 months when really you subscribed for 1 month at tier 1, but you've been subscribed for 3 months. I don't know why it's doing that. Thank you for subscribing. You won the Swell Grand Prix. Thank you for supporting Swell Speedy Science September. I don't know why it's doing that. That's very weird, but now we're on a hype train, which is cool. Which means that if any of you guys want to, yeah, just notify after a long period of non-sub. Weird. Seems to notify after a long period of non-sub. Yeah. They've subscribed for 3 months, currently on a 1-month streak. Yeah. No, I've got all the data. Shows up everything. It does that to show how long someone has been here, and also, yay, new updated badge. Wow, wow, wow. We gotta do another co-work stream. I got cleaning to do, man. Are there more collabs planned in the future? I love seeing you on the Smosh Reads Reddit. There's currently no collabs planned, like in like the grand scheme of things. There's going to be events probably where I'm there with other people. That's typically what the collabs do. But yeah, currently there's nothing where like I am planning on going on someone's, stream or anything. Are there more? The streak break after a week of not subbed gap, if I remember correctly. This works. My subscription is up like 4 days from now, and it says my anniversary date, as I guess when I subscribed initially. Probably. My Roomba just found a dirty fork under my workbench and dragged it over to me to shoved it into my foot. I am feeling very judged. Jeez. Oh, okay. This just reminded me. I've been posting a lot about this. I need SailGP. I need the United States SailGP team to get it the fuck together. I need you to look at the championship standings right now. Look, hold on. Let it focus. Let it focus. Let it focus. Do you see that? Do you see where we are? They're celebrating our championship standings with a cute videographic GIF thing. Guess where we are? We're not only last, we're negative in the points. We are negative in the points. I need us to get this together. I can't root for a team that is this bad. I'm going to come up with a different team that's better if we don't get this together. Thank you for subscribing, I think. No? Was there a subscribe? It's so bad. Can't win sailboat competition. It's comically bad. I need them to hire me. I don't know what we will do to get hired, but I'm going to figure this out. Yeah, we talked about Rapture talk. Largest navy in the world. How are we negative in the points? We're that bad. The fantasy future where it can do it for the real one day. I'm gonna figure out how we can cheat at SailGP. They've made it very hard to cheat at SailGP, but clearly we need to start cheating because I don't know what else to do at this point. Also, how do we get negative points is the real question. I believe multiple penalties. I didn't know the points could go negative. They did. I don't know the sailboats, but I can try not to get negative. They're adding another team. There's going to be a 13th team, okay? There's going to be a 13th team, and we're still going to be last. I can't allow this. You just tried your best in a kayak. You wouldn't go negative. I need them to, like, reset the team. I need something to change. I don't know what's going on, but I need them to fix this at the American level. I need them to figure this out. Forget banning Tylenol. We need to fix our SailGP team. That's what needs to happen. Time to join the other country teams and rack up penalties. Clearly, maybe that's it. Maybe that's how I cheat as sabotage, subterfuge. Maybe that's what I need to be doing. How much flexibility do they allow in the design of the sailboats? So there isn't. So the teams, chat, do not design the sailboats. I got to see the technical site. I got a tour of the technical site. These things are the spec series. The spec series. They don't just, all of the boats are identical, okay? But not even just that, the teams aren't even allowed to assemble the boats when they get to the different locations. They get a set amount of time to practice and train with the boats. They literally had to create a sim rig for the SailGP setup so that teams could practice because they only got set practice times with the boats. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the United States team, but I need us to be better. We need a saboteur, clearly. Maybe torpedo launchers. Yeah, that's why they've made it incredibly hard to cheat. If one team wants to change one button for whatever reason, to get that button changed, all the other boats have to change with it. It's truly true, like, which is cool, like, because then it shows that, you know, the best sailor is going to win. However, that means that we're really fucking bad, apparently. We're that bad. Fire half the team is where I'm at. I don't know how to fix this other than we just clearly start from scratch. I don't know. We've got a Tommy Hilfiger and an AG1 sponsor, and apparently that's not enough to have a better team. I need this fixed. I need this handled, clearly. We are that bad, and I can't have that. I need to plug my phone in. It's dying. It's dying. What we need to do is need to get some orcas to cause some chaos, clearly. Stone skipping and sailing, the two sports America needs to work on. No, we did very good at stone skipping. We won the stone skipping world championship, chat. An American man won for the first time in the event's history. We're doing good. We can't be better at stone skipping than at sailing when we have West Coast and East Coast sailing, like, cultures. We just can't have it. It's illegal. I need us to fix this. I'm tired from that 4 a.m. race. No, trust me, I'm still fucking tired. Hermes would not let me sleep in. If you fire half the team, we lose half the weight, and that helps, I think. I don't know how that works on water. LOL. I just don't know what we need to do. I think we need to fire everyone and start from scratch and rebuild the team, because I just can't have this. I can't have us be this bad. It's embarrassing. It's mortifying. It's mortifying that the one piece of SailGP merch, I have a SailGP hat that's just SailGP, and then I have a SailGP USA team shirt. That's all I have. And a jacket. I have a jacket for the SailGP USA team. I can't wear that because you guys are losers. You know what I'm saying? Lanyards on the wall. Thank you. That's how I display them. The weighted fish scandal. Oh, they were fined. Both those dudes were fined. That's from a couple of years ago now. They were both fined. Country's on the brink, but the stone skippers will save us. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Well, all of our money is apparently going to sparklers at a memorial. That's not a memorial. It's actually a political rally, you know. The world is kind of embarrassing that we're bad at this. Yeah, exactly. Let's get some, like, retired Navy seamen, I guess. I think that's what needs to happen. Or, I don't know, a fucking Girl Scout from fucking Rhode Island. I don't know. Figure it the fuck out. Okay. I'm looking at the USA team. So we have Grinder, Anna Wise, Taylor Canfield, the driver, Mike Buckley, strategist, Hans Henkin, flight controller, Grinder, Mac Agnes, flight controller, Grinder, Jeremy Wilmot, wing trimmer, and Peter Kinney, Grinder. Energized by the prestigious new owners and investors across the United States professional sports, entertainment, and technology, the U.S. SailGP team is led by co-owners Ryan and Margaret McLean and two-time world champion Mike Buckley. Seven-time world champion Taylor Canfield is the driver, and the U.S. team has an all-American roster of talented athletes. Do we fix this? Actually, I don't know if it's a teamwork thing. I don't know what's going on. I need us to sort this the fuck out. We need the Greta girl on the team for sure. Girl Scout would definitely be better. Well, we can't get her because she's not American. I don't think some of these people are American. I'm going to email the owners. We need to fix this. Oh my God, she has an Instagram. Oh, she's fairly young. She posts a lot of photos of her kids. Miami, Florida, Newport, Rhode Island. I told you, fucking Rhode Island. Interior designer, co-owner, SailGP USA. I'm going to DM her on Instagram and be like, we need to fix this, actually. No, I'm kidding. I won't. But co-owner and chairman of SailGP USA. His posts are very similar to his wife's. You guys running a Ponzi scheme? What's going on? Oh, he was at Uber. That's where the money's from. Customer help and support. You're an arsehole, Ryan. You have made your millions by destroying the lives of just as many. The way you have set up the Uber app destroys the livelihood of the people who have made you made. Your drivers are suffering and you live the great life because of that suffering. Arsehole. That's from 45 weeks ago. Spent time in Europe because her Eurovision review video would be absolutely incredible. Sport, tech, and entertainment leaders join forces to purchase the United States SailGP team. This is from 2023. United States teams purchased by technology investor and founding Uber engineer Ryan McKillen, Margaret McKillen, his wife, and two-time world champion sailor Mike Buckley. That's why Mike Buckley is on the team. Mike Buckley, I need you to sort it out, actually. While trying to figure out why imagine discovering fraud while trying to figure out why the sailboating team sucks. Wow. Oh, never mind. Was he the CEO of Uber customer support? Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, he's one of the founding engineers of Uber. Which explains the money. Oh, God. I just start driving for Uber so I can properly break down why SailGP USA team sucks right now. Can we outsource our sailors? They probably can. See, under the new U.S. SailGP team structure, Ryan McKellen will serve as chairman and Mike Buckley as chief executive officer. So I can bring my issues up with Mike Buckley, is what I'm being told. Why is the team suck, Mike Buckley? That's what I need us to figure out. Former professional stock car racing driver who has previously competed in ARCA racing series. He's 61 years old? Not to be ageist. Why we're so bad. Not to be an ageist bitch, but maybe. Maybe this is the problem. Two-time world champion sailor. Where? CEO and co-owner of SailGP USA team. Have we won the championship previously? I'm pulling up his Wikipedia. ARCA Hooters Supercar Series debut is Des Moines Street Course. All the fivers getting 2 top 10s with the best finish of 5th at Toledo Speedway. Would enter in only 5 races, failing to qualify for 4 of those races. After not competing in the series for 2 years, Buckley would return in 2010. Mission Speedway, Brad Motorsports. Everything I'm seeing is motorsports racing, chat. I am seeing nothing about... Okay, hang on. Mike Buckley, sail racing, sailboat. I'm seeing. I'm pulling up his LinkedIn. I'm just going to start, you know what, actually, I'm going to start matching these people. I'm going to get to the bottom of this via LinkedIn connections. Sometimes you just gotta become too old to keep up. Second time, but how many years ago? No, that's the thing. None of it is on. Nothing I'm seeing is talking about racing for sailboats. So I don't know. Experience, co-owner, his only experience. Chief executive officer for 7 years for Stars and Stripes. And then co-owner and CEO. Okay, are there 2 Mike Buckleys? Is that what I'm seeing? All right, I'm trying to connect with Mike Buckley. This is the sail. 2-time world champion sailor for SailGP. Hang on. SailGP former champions. We're getting to the bottom of this. Okay, not for SailGP. It started in 2019. Australia, and then Spain won last year. Okay, we got 3rd place in 2022. Racing is dying in America when I look up why the USA is so bad on YouTube. We need to get to the bottom of this. We need to fix this. Okay, do we start? Let's see. Should we check other people on the team? Hang on. Let's see. Okay, Anna Wise. Let's look you up. Let's find her Instagram. Okay. Olympian and pro sailor. That's all her bio says. All right, she's younger than me. She qualified to represent Team USA in the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo, competing with Riley Gibbs in the NACRA 17 mixed 2-person multi-hill event. Okay. But did she medal? I'm going to be an ass. Why is everyone's Wikipedia so small? Okay, clear. Either I need to update everyone's Wikipedia. Okay, my to-do list is growing, chat. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Update everyone's Wikipedia. Update. When you're like a begrudging fan, listen, I don't want to be a fan of you people. You're stuck with me now, okay? And I'm going to shape us up. Clearly. How long is mine? I'm not a fucking athlete. I'm a YouTube. I don't even think I have a Wikipedia. I'm just a YouTuber. I am not representing the United States in SailGP. I need a more detailed Wikipedia. Amanda Golka Wikipedia. I have a wiki feed. That's my qualifications. That's my qualifications. I have fan lore. I have the famous people, apparently. And I have a Wikitubia. But again, have we established the important thing that I am a fucking YouTuber? So SailGP is a millionaire owner who took this up as a hobby and didn't put experts in to help. No wonder we're bad. I guess, yeah, I knew that about SailGP, but I was hoping that American exceptionalism would make us be better than that. Good morning, streamer. Good morning. Hello. These are Nepo babies getting spots, but I have no training or skill for sailing. Having a wiki feed will get you a class 5 access in the Pentagon. Let's fucking go. Honestly, might. Okay, let's see. Career highlights. 7th. First at the Laser Radial U.S. Women's Single-Handed National Championship, Mentor on the Lake in Ohio in 2016. This is Anna's. We got 7th, 8th, 11th. Women's Single-Handed National Championship. What does that mean? Getting to the bottom of this chat. Okay, Sailing Association National Championships. Oh, it's the college, it's the university, like, championships. 11th, first Pan American Games in 2019. Okay. 12th, 15th. Where did we finish? Where did she finish in Tokyo? Wayback Machine. We are so low. Question, who came up with the idea to shove cake into the bride's face during weddings? Assholes? Oh, if you do that, statistically, it means you're going to get divorced. It's a humiliation ritual. Okay, so here's the Wayback Machine from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Da-da-da-da-da. Discipline. Start time, location. Finished. Class world champion. Up. It reset itself. Okay, hold on. I'm on the Wayback Machine and it's kind of glitching out just a bit. Okay, this clearly is not working. Never mind. Oh, she went to Boston University. Again, she's an Olympian, so I get it. Okay, let's check the others. Career highlights. Yeah. So it says that 2016 National Championship, she got gold. And then 2020 Olympics, we have a star, which I'm assuming meant she competed. Anna learned to sail in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where she was born and raised. Her sailing career has included top 10 at 2 Radial Youth Worlds and the 2016 Laser Radial National Champion. In early 2019, she overcame injuries on operations on both arms and began competing in the foiling NACRA 17 alongside past U.S. SailGP team wing trimmer Riley Gibbs. A short time after the operations, the Gibbs-Wise duo won the gold medal at the Pan America Games in Lima, Peru, becoming the first U.S. sailing team athletes to qualify for Tokyo in the mixed multi-hull class. They finished in 9th place. They're saying she's currently a senior at Boston University majoring in health science and is a member of the Boston University's rowing team. But this may not be accurate at this time. Because she's... They tar and feathers the groom the day before the wedding where I live. Oh. All right. Nope. Come back, SailGP. All right. Taylor, the driver. Taylor Canfield. We're checking you. Okay. These... At least Anna has, like, an actual breakdown of like why she's qualified. And then we have Taylor, who's our driver. He has one sentence for his about. Taylor Canfield was appointed the United States SailGP team's new driver midway through season 4, joining the team ahead of the Emirates Dubai Sail Grand Prix presented by P&O Marinas. That's it. That's it. That's all it says. Event wins. No history in racing, apparently. Just one win in SailGP. Like, I'm getting to the fucking bottom of this. Okay. Taylor, it just says athlete for his bio on Instagram. What were you doing before this? I'm scrolling back through his Instagram. He's a Red Bull athlete. Okay, here's the announcement of him becoming a driver. Okay, saying that he was a sailor, it looks like. Was he doing the Euro Cup? What was he doing? Okay, he was a world. He does have a background. Why is this not on the website? So he was racing catamarans. He was racing the M32 catamarans. He had experience racing giant catamarans. Why is this not on? I'm checking his. Okay, we're going to check his wiki. We're going to check his wiki. We're going to check his wiki. Taylor, we're going to check your wiki. Clearly, I need to fix this. I have a headache. I have a headache because they're stressing me out. Okay, just says sailor. Is a United States Virgin Islands sailor competing in match racing as of November 29th. He is the driver of the United States SailGP team following the sale of the teams. That's when they bought it. I'm looking up Taylor's. He's 36 years old. As November, he won the ICSA Match Racing National Championship with Boston College in 2010 and 2011, and the 2013 World Match Racing Tour, and became 2013 World Champion in match racing. Canfield was widely expected to skipper the Stars and Stripes Team USA America's Cup campaign as the designated sailing representative of California's Long Beach Yacht Club. However, the team withdrew prior to the commencement of the Product Cup Challengers selection process. Why? Stars and Stripes. Wait, Stars and Stripes, the team that what's his name owns? That company that he's at, Mike Buckley? Stars and Stripes? Stars and Stripes. Stars and Stripes. Chief Executive Officer Mike Buckley. You guys, is it nepotism? Is it nepotism? We're cracking it. We're cracking it. We're cracking it. Okay. I'm pulling up the article. This is from the New Zealand Herald from 2020. The America's Cup Stars and Stripes Team USA formally withdraw from America's Cup. Why? Okay, I am not paying for your article. Hold on. Is bad at Splash Splash. Amanda needs a cork board, some photographs, and a lot of string. Hi, Vroom Vroom. Hi, we're talking about SailGP, and I'm stressing out because I'm trying to figure out why the United States SailGP team is so bad. Which, like, just because he's from another racing team, it'd be like, oh, I have good talent. Of course we're going to bring them to the new team. That makes sense. But the issue is if there's better talent out there that you're not getting. You get my point? Hang on, it's trying to figure out if... Okay, sorry, it's pulling. I'm trying to use my paywall blocker to get something. It's pulling the information. It's loading. Let's see. By bringing together this remarkable group to acquire the United States SailGP team, we have reached an important milestone in the growth of our sport, said Ryan McKellen, the U.S. SailGP team co-owner and chairman. As sailors, we love this sport and want to introduce it to millions. As entrepreneurs, we recognize that potential and growth trajectory of SailGP and how our U.S. SailGP team can introduce the future of on-water racing at the highest level. Our incredible ownership group is a testament to the growth and expansion of SailGP into the mainstream. I agree. Can we also be good? You know, like I get like what you're saying. I totally agree. Marketing is important. Expanding the sport to millions is important. But you know what's really cool? When we're good, you know? Like that's really important too. Most diverse ownership group in the history of our sport. Collectively, we have an enormous amount of work to do on and off the water, but I think that I have shown I am not going to back down from this important challenge. Avenue Sports Fund with the aim of providing capital solutions to the. I'm going to start my own venture capital group. I think that's what I need to do. I need to start my own venture capital group and then just get a bunch of people to give me money so that I can buy sports teams and make them better. Like, clearly that's what I think I need to do because clearly no one's listening to me. Are we new to SailGP or we've just now recently begun to be bad? No, we've been in SailGP from the jump. Since 2019. 2019 is when SailGP started, and then obviously there was a bit of a little lag because COVID. But it's a fairly new series, okay? And I hope you had fun in Azerbaijan. I did not go to Azerbaijan. I'd give you money to do that. Thank you. I'm gonna start the Creator Sports Fund, clearly, and it's just gonna be a bunch of content creators that give me money so they can make videos with sports people, and then I get to run everything and make things better. And I'll be like, okay, cool, you guys market it, and I'll run this shit like the fucking Navy. Okay, I'm bookmarking this. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Did it work? Oh, let's fucking go. The 2021 America's Cup has formally lost a contender. While it has appeared for some time that Stars and Stripes Team USA sailing out of Long Beach Yacht Club would not make the starting line, the syndicate has now officially withdrawn from the 36th edition of the regatta. Sailing magazine Latitude 38, I met one of the riders from there, reported the Long Beach Yacht Club sent club members a letter this week which informed them of the decision and thanked them for the tremendous effort put into trying to bring the challenge to life. A late entry to the 2021 regatta, Stars and Stripes battled financial pressure over the past 2 years while trying to ready their challenge, missing a series of important deadlines. Not exactly what I like to hear from a group that then goes on to buy a SailGP team. How to start is clearly I'm gonna do this, chat. I'm going to get I came up with the concept of I think I want to lobby the government to make a law, or the FTC. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. I need AI images to be banned from marketing. I think there's enough evidence out there to show how harmful and misleading it is, and I think it needs to be a new FTC guideline that you cannot use AI images to greatly improve the appearance of your product. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start a venture capital fund that I can buy sports teams with, okay? And this is my 2026 goals, chat. That's what I'm going to do. This is where I'm at. In July, the American Syndicate were hopeful of being able to purchase the first boat of another team in time to sail in this month's Christmas Cup Regatta, but the arbitration panel ruled against it because of the country of origin rule over hull construction in the large and complicated boats. Stars and Stripes being ruled out means all the late entry challengers have withdrawn, which included other syndicates from Malta and the Netherlands. That leaves just the 3 original challengers, New York Yacht Club's American Magic, Ineos Team UK, and the challenger of record, Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli, to compete bars for the right to face Team New Zealand in the America's Cup match early next year. The 4 remaining teams have been active. Da-da-da-da-da. Not my point. Okay. That was a long... Nope. Done. Going to spawn extra. I'm excited. Very cool. The ad made me so uncomfortable, dude. It was so creepy. I played a mobile game that had an AI granny trying to sell me the game, and it made me throw my phone to the floor. It was so jarring. I'm gonna figure out exactly what, honestly, this is the next big I tried it so you don't have to series. Amanda tried to get a marketing guideline passed. That's the next one. Amanda lobbied for a marketing guideline to be passed due to, you know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hire a lawyer. I'm gonna figure this out, chat, because I need AI images banned. I should not be going on DoorDash and my options are AI images of food. That should not be what's happening. Not that I'm going on DoorDash, but like, you get my point. A spot I really liked was using AI. So hang on. Canfield was widely expected to skipper, however the team withdrew. Taylor Canfield won the 2020 Bermuda Gold Cup and Open Match Racing World Championship. So see, at least this is all about sailing, at the very least, for Taylor. Like, that's fine. I lobbied the government so you don't have to. Basically, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Yeah, exactly. Are you sure it was the place itself and not something DoorDash is doing? I mean, it could be something DoorDash is doing. Either way, it shouldn't be fucking happening. AI, me. Okay? I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Okay? I'm sick of it. It needs to not happen. Oh, please load. Sailing.org, sailors, athlete profiles. Okay. So World Sailing or sailing.org, okay, has athlete profiles. So I should be able to search everyone's names. I'm going to go Taylor. Taylor Canfield. Categorization status expired. Why is it expired? This might just be outdated ranking history. Okay, this is extremely expired. No, I don't want 2009. Oh, this only goes up to 2009. Wait, is there a gap in the sailing market for stats? No, this is up to date. Results. Not, okay, wait. No, we got SailGP in here. Oh, only up to 2024. Interesting. Nothing for 2025. Is there a gap in the sailing market is what I'm hearing? The sports sailing market? Gap in sports sailing market? This is, I just need to make more money is what I need to do. But I do believe there is a gap in the stats market that I personally have ideas for, but that's for sports. Okay. Oh, by the way, do you have a new date for when you're doing the redesigning F1 Academy trophies? I need to. We don't have the new date. Apologies. I know you said you had to order a cable so you could use your iPad, but that was the last I heard. Yes, I did order the cable. I have not tested to see if it works yet. But we will plan for... Where's my calendar? Not Drive. I need the calendar. Calendar. We will plan again for, oh, I need to schedule. Sparkly, can you poke me later if I don't message you or you don't see it on the calendar for the members only live? Thank you. Let's aim for Monday, chat. We shall aim for Monday. Okay, wait. Let me check Anna's search. Let me search Anna. Because news. No, there's a 25. Okay, this is like a really poorly run website. Is that what I'm seeing? Okay, no images for him. Not even. I'm going to figure this out, chat. Sailors. Okay, I'm going to search Anna. Yeah, there's 3 Anna Ys apparently, with multiple different IDs here, which is weird. Okay, that's not one. Let's try this one. Okay, clearly I think I can make a sports. I'm gonna make a sports data site. Clearly that's what I need to do, chat. Ranking history. Yeah, none of these are accurate for Anna. And she's an Olympian. Anna's literally an Olympian. There's no reason that she should not have an account here. Okay. This is her. It must be, because it's got the gold medal. Okay, this is her, but there's no data. There's no photo. It does not show the SailGP on here at all. Does it show the Olympics? No, it doesn't. Is this not her then? The dates are right. Maybe not. There's no images. I'm gonna fix this. I have a lot of ideas. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, chat. I'm gonna fix sports stats websites. Okay. All right. Okay. So that was Taylor. We're going away from Taylor. Bye, Taylor. Okay, then we saw Mike. Hans Henkin. What does his breakdown say? He's from the United States. Okay, we see way more data. Way more. See, this is what I'm talking about, chat. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I mean. This is what I want to see. Notice here. Look. See this? This is actual breakdown of data. This is important. SailGP, youth, career, personal. This is the only one of these guys that has this amount of information. An actual true breakdown of his history of sailing. This is important. 2022 Princessa Sofia Sailing World Cup, silver. Miami US Open, gold. North America Championships, gold. World Championships, star, which means I'm assuming, yeah, see, this is a good history. Stanford, Male Athlete of the Year. That's a crazy accomplishment. Okay. Notice how none of these are for SailGP, though? Notice that? Okay. Let's check his Instagram. Olympic medalist. Is the Olympics not on here? Why is this being run like a Tech Bro website, actually? Okay. Returns to the U.S. SailGP team as flight controller for the 2025 season on the back of winning a bronze medal at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Okay, so he won a bronze medal at the Olympics. Fantastic. Very cool. Captain of the Stanford University sailing team. See, looking good. Henkin has spent the majority of his career competing on the U.S. sailing team in the 49er class with his goal of competing in the Olympics. He is currently campaigning for the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris. Again, this is expired. Similar to his U.S. SailGP teammates, Henkin is an avid surfer and skier and enjoys both whenever he has free time. Okay. Olympic medalist, Rolex Yachtsman of the Year, aerospace engineer. God damn. Okay, fuck you. Stanford built, Red Bull trained. Okay. Powered by Whoop, because of course. Okay. It's like, let's see. Sorry, I'm checking something. Okay. Yeah, Team USA, photos of him winning the bronze. Very cool. Ian and Hans take bronze. The USA sailing team. Incredible. Very cool. Great. Again, another Olympian. Another Olympian. Okay. On paper, this makes sense. Clearly in practice, though, this isn't working. We're going to check his... Let's check his link Wikipedia, since we keep doing this. Paste. I want you guys to see his Wikipedia. One moment. One moment. I just want you guys to see what I'm talking about when I talk about the bullshit. That's it. Here's Taylor's. Here's Anna's. Do you see the problem? I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix this. I'm not joking. This is ridiculous. Is an American sailor who won bronze at the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, France, and gold at the 2023 Pan American Games in Santiago, Chile, competing with Ian Burroughs in 49er class. He is currently a member of the United States national sailing team and is also a flight controller for the United States SailGP team. He was nominated for and won the Rolex Yachtsman of the Year for his performance. He is the brother of Olympic skiff athlete Paris Henkin, who sailed the 2016 49er FX event together with Hans' wife, Helena Scott. Notice how there's nothing here about him being, you know, athlete of the year at Stanford. You know, like there's history here for these athletes that is being ignored. Ask about tomorrow morning. That's valid. I'm gonna fix this. This is something that if you have, let's say, a venture capital group that you buy sports teams with, okay, you would have someone that's head of PR that, like, I don't know, updates these things for your athletes so that there's like various goals and like achievements and perks about being a part of your org. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look better, so you look better, you know? This doesn't look good for your people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Also, all of these athletes, guys, have less than like 5K on Instagram, which someone's going to be like, no one cares about Instagram. For athletes to have less than 30K is absurd. Olympians to have less than 50,000 followers is absurd. Okay? Something is happening here that is not good. And I want it fixed. I want it sorted. I want it figured out. I'm going to fix this shit. I'm gonna I will buy the SailGP team. Okay. Who else? So Hans. Then we have Mac Agnes. Again, SailGP, youth, career, personal. Bare minimum. That's what I asked for, okay? He has one event win in SailGP as the flight controller. He's from Fort Lauderdale. All right, he's gotten 2 golds, one in 2017, one in 2005, a bronze in 2010, and a silver in 2011. Flight controller for the United States SailGP, returning to the crew under the stewardship of the new driver, Taylor Canfield. Oh, are we going to find out that he's linked to them already? At the age of 5, Mac Agnes' sailing career began in the popular Opti class. By age 11, Agnes had already earned his first world championship gold in the Melges 24. Since then, he's competed in 9 world championships across multiple fleets, earning another gold in the snipe and silver and bronze medals at the Youth Worlds in 2 different sailing disciplines. Agnes has also competed in the World Match Racing Tour and Extreme Sailing Series. When he's not sailing, enjoys tennis and exploring new places. Okay, we got a dating persona, apparently, simultaneously. Okay. Again, 3,000 followers for an athlete on Instagram. This is hire me for marketing. Clearly, something's going on. Hire me for your sports marketing, for your athlete marketing, clearly, because something needs to be going on here. 3,000 followers is absurd. This is absurd, actually. His last post is from August 5th, 14th. They're traveling right now. SailGP and Tommy Hilfiger launched a capsule. Let me go to Tommy.com, actually. Let me see what it looks like. Let's see it. Oh. Tommy Hilfiger launched a racing... What the fuck? Hi, you guys still there? That was really weird. My screen went dark. That was weird. This one didn't. This one did. That was weird. It was like, whoop. PR's got to be management. Someone needs to run this shit like the Navy, because this is absurd. I'm looking at the racing stuff to see if it's cute. It's not very cute. It's also not really racing themed. Did you lie to me, Tommy Hilfiger? What's the point of that? Why are you lying? Why are you lying to me? Okay, anyways. Okay, where is the SailGP capsule? If it is even still available, it may not be available anymore. Search. I'm going to see Sail. Okay, Tommy and US SailGP team. Okay, here we go. So this is the US SailGP team. Okay, cool. I would buy it if I wasn't on a no buy and you guys weren't pissing me off. I don't know how I feel about this, actually. I really I really don't know how I feel about 190 for that. I mean, it's Tommy Hilfiger, but there's something about this that is so stressful to me, like the way this is designed. The jacket's probably sold out, I'm assuming. Is the jacket just gone? Yeah, the jacket's just gone. Or was the jacket not even available? Were you guys not even... Were you not selling the... Were they not selling the jacket? This is not clickable. The jacket you're advertising with, you guys weren't selling that? The sailing jackets that would actually get people out to go maybe be on a boat in your merch? Your clothing items? Huh? If y'all weren't negative somehow by stressed. I'm like, the sickest piece that you have here is not available? Or was it never available? Also, I'm sorry, you need women models for some of this. This is where you have, see, this is, you use the 2 image thing to have women on here too. There we go. See? So you do like that, and then one image would be a woman. See that? That looks, let's see. Do they all have the woman? That's actually really sick on the collar. Like, that's actually really, really cool. That's actually really nice. Show me it on a girl. There we go. See, that looks way better. This looks way better. Let me see. There we go. Okay, I'm fixing this. I'm fixing this whole layout. Sorry, random white man. This is just a hat. But, oh, did they show her in a hat? There we go. See, the white on white, I don't like that. I really don't like the white font on white text like that, actually. Let's see. I don't think they have the jacket. I don't think the jacket is available. I don't think the jacket is available. Now we're expecting Amanda's villain arc to be started over sports stats. Always. Always. No, I'm bad. I don't like improperly used data. I don't like missing data. We're seeing this right now by the American government. That's what really started all this off. The manipulation of data. I'm very passionate about the manipulation of data. Okay. Let's see. Is there more? Nautical inspired styles. Let's see if there's more. Hang on, let's see. I'm going to search something. Is the US SailGP Tommy collab? Oh, wait, I did find the jacket. Why was this not on the fucking lineup? Oh, this is definitely a fraud thing. This is fake. Hang on. Pause. Everyone pause. Team Tech jacket. Out of stock. Okay, it is out of stock. That's fine, but don't show it to me if I can't have it. Then there's like a quote master jacket, which looks to be a... Is this the real... There's no way this is the real jacket. It looks like shit. I don't like that white stitching on top stitch. I don't like that at all. Okay, it's just out of stock. I shall check the real. Okay, but that's on Instagram. Okay. All right. Okay, that's Mac Agnes. Let's check his Wikipedia. So I keep doing it. I keep upsetting myself. Merch settle, and this is not it. No, I agree. No, sports, specifically racing sports, has a horrible habit of horrible merch. Oh my God. That's why I spent so much money on the McLaren Reese collab when they did that, chat, because those were like actually really well done merch items that were subtle-ish, you know, but so many, I don't want to wear a bunch of what's it called? Brands from another, what's it called? Okay, here's Mac. Maximiliano Agnes, known as Mac Agnes, born in 1994. He's a world-class sailor in the Melgis 24, SL 16, 29er, and Snipe classes. He started sailing Optimist at age 5. Why? I am fairly certain Taylor's first ship was also the Optimist. Boston College, Fort Lauderdale High School before joining the Boston College sailing team, where he was the 2011-2012 team captain. He was a member of the United States team competing in the 2019 SailGP together with Rome Kirby. Oh, so he competed in 2019 with Rome Curley, Riley Gibbs, Hans Henkin, and Dan Morris. Later, he joined the American Magic team that competes in the 2021 America's Cup. So this doesn't even acknowledge that he is back on the US SailGP team. This says he's no longer on the team. All these logos on our car, people love it on a jacket. No, a lot of it times it's a sponsor demanding that they're also on merch, that they also, it's part of their packages that they also get merch placement. He is currently... I'm checking his Instagram. Oh no, we already did this. Yeah. No, he's still on SailGP. Yeah. So there's... His Wikipedia is out of date then. Guys, I just found out that Mac Agnes has, he has a Twitter. He has not used since 2016, but it is followed by SailGP, which means this is his account. It has 96 followers. Anything concerning? A big photo of a giant case of Red Bulls. Just random sports fan stuff. And, you know, the classic teenage boy post of, if steroids are illegal for athletes, then Photoshop should be illegal for models. Repost. F1 merch is so ugly. I don't want to be a billboard. Hot tip. Old Navy has some real cute and affordable F1 hoodies that are cozy AF. We put all these logos on our cars. LOL. My dog is 106. Will you be the 70th? No, I'm not following him. He hasn't posted since 2016. Let's see. Okay. So that's Mac. I think we have one more. We have Peter. No, we have two. We have Jeremy. Jeremy. We have Jeremy and Peter. Jeremy Wilmot. All right. He's from Newport, Rhode Island. There's only a SailGP section and an About section. Jeremy joins the U.S. SailGP team as wing trimmer, making his debut at the Rockwool Halifax SailG Grand Prix. Originally from Australia, Wilmot moved to the United States more than 2 decades ago and calls Newport, Rhode Island home. Then why would you put his hometown as Rhode Island? When he's from Australia. Why would you do this? A multiple world-class and national champion across various classes. He also campaigned for the Olympics in the 470 and NACRA 17 classes. How about some data on that? He has no history on data. Let's check Instagram. Jeremy Wilmot. Again, 1,800 followers on Instagram. 1,800 followers on Instagram. Wing trimmer and heavy machine operator, SailGP USA. He last posted on 13 weeks ago, June 20th. Jeremy, we are investigating your Wikipedia. He has a Wikipedia, right? He doesn't have a Wikipedia? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why everyone's bad at their jobs. I don't know. I found a Windcheck magazine article on him. A native of Sydney, Australia, Jeremy Wilmot has an impressive sailing resume. This is from 2012. This is absurd. This is insane. Like, I'm actually going to lose. I was going to sit here and talk about racing strategy. And instead I'm like, this is just like bad PR of your team that you've had for over a year. They bought the team in 2023, chat. Sydney, Australia, Jeremy Wilmot has an impressive sailing resume, including a world championship and an ultra-competitive one design class. Now living in Newport, Rhode Island, and Norwalk, Connecticut, and a member of the sales team at North Sales in Milford, Connecticut. Jeremy enjoys sharing his expertise with clients. My first boat was Manly Junior, and I did my first state championship when I was 5. This is a real article about this kid. He was now a grown adult. This is absurd. He's a grown man now. Like, this is, everything I'm finding is old. Okay, he was a finalist for U.S. Sailing for 2024 Rolex Yachtsman of the Year finalist, Jeremy Woolmott. Originally from Australia and now an American citizen, Jeremy Woolmott climbed podiums in 2024 in the helm tactician of the J70 team Yonder and the Melgus 24 class. With Yonder, Woolmott won the southernmost regatta in January 2024 and Charleston Race Week J70 class in April, rounding out the year winning the J70 World Championship with the team in September. God. He was a finalist. My PR team is better than this, chat, and I'm a fuck-ass YouTuber. You know, I'm not a venture capital fund. I'm not a sports fund. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Jeremy, sorry, there's not much to talk about you because apparently, oh my God. All right, Peter, you're up. He's one of our grinders. Youth career SailGP Peter Kinney returns to the United States SailGP team in Season 4, having previously been part of the setup in Season 2. He joins as one of the 3 grinders in the new look team. Youth, growing up on the coast of Southern California, Kinney has always been close to the ocean and began sailing Naples Sabbats in the Newport Harbor Yacht Club at the age of 8. He spent some time away from the water as he played football in high school and collegiately in the University of Redlands, but came back to his sailing roots as he represented the United States at the 2013 Red Bull Youth America's Cup. Kinney is a veteran of offshore racing scene in Southern California, holding the Pacific Cup and San Diego to Puerto Vallarta records. Set on board the behemoth Rio 100. He regularly races on the M32 catamaran and Melgus 32 circuits, the latter of which he won the world championship title in 2016. We do not have any of his championships listed here. Peter, let's check your Instagram. 3,200 followers! I don't. I'm sorry. Does he have an Amazon storefront? You're fucking lying. Do you guys want to see an athlete's Amazon storefront? It's just sponsors of the SailGP team. I'll give him respect. SailGP athlete. Professional sailor, marine electronics technician, whether I'm racing, working, training, traveling, recovering, or finding fun in between. Oh, good. I'm not logged in on this page. Okay. For a second, I was like, is that my address? It's not. We're good. Everything here keeps me at top of my game. Earns commissions. Search also. Recovery, ... Training, ... Daily, ... This is fascinating. Okay. I'm opening up the SailGP team. Is this the official merch source for SailGP? These are, let's go sailing. Let's go sailing. We got a pop socket. Is this the official SailGP team? I'm opening it. It's going to be really funny if it's not from the Sail. Okay, SailGP team store. Okay, this is the real SailGP team. Okay, good. They did something right. Okay. All right. All right. This is, I hate, this shouldn't be legal. That's an AI image of a dude. We should check out the competition, see what we should be doing. Being better. That's what we need to be doing. Okay. Wait, I want to see what's in the training setup. Training. Let's see it. Training supplements, Red Bull. I'm fairly certain they're all Red Bull athletes, chat. Recovery. Recovery essentials, updated 4 months ago. Little Life essentials. Yeti Ramblers, JBL speaker, and a mag slider lid. Be not bad, LOL. GPT uses too much water, LOL. I guess being in recovery would have been hilarious. Okay, I'm going back here. I just saw that and I was like, that's actually hilarious. Day job, Outcom Marine Electronics. Okay. He just does marine electronics. Dream job, SailGP USA. You're lying. Is this a dark panel? Fuck you. That's your Oh my god. Oh my god. Peter, I'm checking your Instagram. It's a dark panel from an hour ago. Oh my god. Okay. Guess who also doesn't have a fucking Wikipedia page? I'd be embarrassed. This is absurd. This is upsetting. I'm actually Okay. So what we need to start is I need to make a lot of money. What we need to do is I need to make more money. Okay, chat. So if you want to sub, so we can get on that, and then we create a fund to buy sports teams and run them, and we make them better than this because this is absolutely fucking absurd. I'm actually losing my fucking mind. I'm gonna make a pitch deck and send it via. I'm gonna match with all these people on fucking LinkedIn. Did Mike get back to me? Let's see. Are we connected? Did Mike follow up? Was I ignored? I believe I was ignored. I will win Powerball. Step 2, make bad teams good. Yeah, basically. You know who else I want to buy? The Angels. I want to buy the Los Angeles Angels. I want to fix it. I will fix my home team. I will fix it. Because we can't be this bad. We can't keep doing this bad. They were going to sell it, and then they didn't. So... This is absurd. It's driving me insane, actually. Who was the buyer? No, they didn't. I don't think they sold it. Hang on. They were going to sell it, and then they didn't. Arturo Moreno. Arturo Moreno is the owner of the Los Angeles Angels baseball team, which he bought in 2003 for $184 million. It is now worth about $2.75 billion. Moreno's initial fortune came from billboard advertising company Outdoor Systems, which he sold to Infinity Broadcasting in 1999 for $8.3 billion. See, this is the thing. I need to just make companies and then sell them to people who think that they're worth more than they are. I think that's the new plan. I think fraud might be the move. I need to fund my fraud, I need to write, and then we need to do more YouTube video things. And while I do the fraud, and then I buy sports teams. Fraud seems like a necessary component of sports. You know what I'm saying? He has stakes in other billboard advertising companies as well as commercial real estate. Moreno's $325 million plan to develop a new Angels baseball stadium was scuttled in 2022 by Anaheim City Council. A few months later, Moreno announced he intended to sell the Angels to the biggest bidder, but later changed his mind. So yeah, he kept the team. I believe there was going to be a investigation into him, was what I heard at the time. His wealth has gone up over the years, which obviously makes sense. He is on the list of billionaires and the Forbes 400 list. He is 79 years old. He's the oldest of 11 children. That's crazy, actually. Oh, when he bought the Angels, he became the first Mexican-American to own a major league sports team. Do the Lily Jean approach, pretend you own a team. Oh, there we go. Fraud, just lie. That's a good idea. Maybe I should do that. Oh, there was this, I saw the funniest video. And it's funny because I follow this girl. There's a multi-millionaire business owner that I follow, and I find her funny. So that's why I follow her. I do follow a lot of business women, as a businesswoman myself, just of a different caliber. And not to say that I'm better than them. I'm just saying we're in different fields. But she has a media company, and she does a lot of stuff of like growing on social media, like management services and things like that. And she shared how she was able to get one of her clients to like 100,000 followers in 1 week. Okay. And it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Because it's like, I had her come with me as a +1 to a film festival. Then we found a gorgeous actor posted an Instagram photo from the same hotel that she is at. So I told her to get as close to that floor as possible and take another photo from that so that it looked like they were in the same room. And then we started with our media companies, thank you for following. And then we started sharing with all of our different social media gossip Instagram accounts to spread the rumor that they were dating. And so therefore she got a ton of followers. Here's our strategy. And I was just like, that's fucking wild to admit to. For one. Two, why the fuck did I not think of that? No, I think I need to be like really leaning into the fact that I always joke like, oh, I'll fake date someone. Like I always joke about that. I've told my PR company, like I'm like, if you find someone that's like not a complete piece of shit that wants a fake relationship, I'm kind of down. If it makes sense. But I think I should just like really reinvigorate the lying concept, you know? Like I really should just kind of start making it look like I'm dating someone famous when I'm not. I should just start lying. I think I should just start lying and just like fully being like, oh my God, send in like tips about myself to Dumois. So-and-so is spotted with brunette YouTuber, super gorgeous, Swell Entertainment. Toad State, a Lobie athlete. Well, apparently I can get at the SailGP team. Fix their PR and sell them because they look better. Seriously. It's fraud until you find a sucker. Thank you for following. Gotta get on Raya first to make it more believable that you're dating. No, see, I feel like I go out enough to all these events. I'll never forget when I first started going to F1 races. One of my friends was like, oh, so you're friends with all the F1 drivers now, right? I was like, what? They just assumed that because I was going to races that I was like making friends with all of these F1 drivers. They like fully were like, yeah, you're friends with them now, right? I was like, what? Why don't you just call Taylor up? Like it was that type of, they were like, oh, I just fully believed that like you would become friends with these people. As the new Brunei rap stan, we should all lie more. 3,000 followers, easy. The duality of your integrity is everything. Thank you. Listen, I believe in the greater good. The greater good of fixing sports teams. I did have this, okay. No, I'm not telling you because I might still write this book, actually. No, I'm not going to tell you because I don't want anyone stealing it because it's so fucking good. It's one of those goofy ones that might get me in shit, but it's one of those book concepts that like could go viral, you know? It's one of those things. What if it was that simple, man? It would be great. Like, do you know how many athletes, I'm not kidding, do you know how many athletes would benefit from the girlfriend edit? Do you know, God, it's so easy. no one knew. No one gave a shit, which obviously there's issues now, but no one really gave a shit about Liam Lawson until he took position of Daniel Ricciardo. Obviously no one gave a shit. They were like, who the fuck is this guy? Then he started getting his girlfriend at it because Hannah St. John, his girlfriend, started posting all of these like girlfriend content videos of Liam, and people were like, oh, this guy is funny. Oh, this guy's like, oh, he's just kind of a goober, like he's kind of silly. Oh, I kind of like him. Like, it worked so well in his fucking favor. And then obviously that went downhill because, but but like he benefited so much from a girlfriend edit. Alex benefits so much from dating Lily Munihe, like I do feel like people love people getting into relationships, but people also like when people's partners are like, they're clearly supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like Pierre more when he's being posted by Kika. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think it's hilarious that Alexandra barely posts Charles because he doesn't match her aesthetic on Instagram. My notes of things you want to write. Thank you. Self-insert / fiction? No, not self-insert. There's a crossover in there, but I don't know if I want to do F1 or not. That's the thing. I could do a different sport. It really would work with any sport, truly. The concept that I have in my brain. But it's one of those truly insane. That's Charles' whole life. People love getting into a relationship. You probably just sneak the same guy in your B-roll footage and your audience would do the rest. No, people used to accuse me of dating Scootish, which I always thought was funny. They wouldn't accuse me of dating Scootish. When we went to Japan, I posted, like, because I was like, oh, my friend's Scootish, whatever. And then I posted a photo of him because we went to Dragon Quest Island at Onawaji Island, okay? And there was a cafe there, and he was so excited. And I took a photo and I posted it to Instagram, like, oh, he's in heaven. He's so excited. We're on Dragon Quest Island. And the amount of people replying to that story with, you would tell us if you got a boyfriend, right? No, you absolute fucking psychos. Apparently I won't. What? Because you guys never accused me of dating my women friends. Never once. Never once has it been like, oh my God, Swell's girlfriend. Never once. Biphobic, frankly. Truly. Biphobic. Illegal. Let's see. Every conservative with a headache today, not wanting to touch the Tylenol. Sinclair Broadcasting Group is still refusing to play Jimmy Kimmel's show when it restarts tomorrow. The broadcaster previously demanded an apology from Kimmel and a donation to Turning Point USA for them to broadcast the show. That's fucking absurd. Amanda Wag looking bored in garage. When Caleb Heron in a room and bring up the topic of bisexuality so bad. Funny because Scootish is also bi, but notoriously hates women. This is a joke, yes. Is only weird about men, yeah. Looking bored. I wouldn't look bored. I would look anxious. Like, that's the problem. See, because, like, that's the thing. My problem is I feel like I would be a bad wag only because I'm a little too honest, you know? Like, if my boyfriend or partner did horrible, I wouldn't be there like, babe, you did so good. Like, realistically, I don't think I could do it. I would be like, today was a hard day. You know, like, I could do that. I could do, like, so it wasn't our weekend. That's okay. There's always next weekend. I can do that. I can be hopeful. But I can't tell him, you did amazing, like, when the team played like shit. You know, like, It's not you. It was the shitty pit stop. Like, I don't think I can do that. Has a boyfriend. Oh, no. I don't have a boyfriend. Ugh. I love that you guys think I have the attention span for a boyfriend currently. Or a girlfriend. I don't have the attention span for anyone. Oscar crashing and you just look pissed. I'd just be like, they cut to me. Okay, driver boyfriend crashes. Cut to me in the garage. What was that? What are we doing? Someone clip that. Imagine the impact of the other wags if you did that, though. I think I'd be the paddock bitch. We'd have so many facepalm gifts. It would just be me being like eventually they'd be like, you need to stop talking because like they're gonna get you on camera. And I'd be like, okay, I got it. I totally get it. And then he'd crash and I'd just be like, a bad pit stop, and I'd be in the garage, and I'd look at the pit crew like, what are we doing? What was that? What's WAG stand for? WAG stands for Wives and Girlfriends of Sports Stars. Wives and girlfriends. That's what WAG. So like blanks, like WAG. So currently Taylor Swift is a WAG. Who else is a WAG? Alexandra St. Malou is a WAG. Lily Mooney, he and Alex Albon are each other's WAGs or HABs, husbands and boyfriends. But WAGs is a funny. I like calling husbands and boyfriends of women athletes WAGs still because that's fun for me. You're throwing the headphones like Toto. I'm just like, oh. You would just see me, like, the race would be going horribly, and you would just see me solemnly take it off, and then you hear me go, you see my mouth go, I can't listen anymore. So I'll fake dating Lance Stroll to up the likableness when I don't know how that would go, actually. I think he needs more than me. I think he needs more help. See, but I feel like that's how you guys would know I was in a fake relationship, because it would be harder for me to, I would be way more on. So I would just be like, oh no. Is he okay? Just, can someone tell me if he's okay? Like, you know, like I would be, I think you guys would know if I was in a fake relationship with an athlete, because I'd be way too on. I would be less honest about my reactions in the garage. The fake romance to actual real romance trope, LOL. I don't know, maybe, depends. Are they shitheads? Why do they need PR? McLaren needs to call you, damn it. This would be epic. They both have girlfriends. Lando finally admitted he's dating Maggie. So, good for her. I'm glad that there was a time there where I was like, I need her to stand up. Actually, this is getting embarrassing. But also, he has this habit. Lando has this habit of when he goes public with his girlfriends, they break up not long after. Ask, is he okay? Yeah, ask him what that was. Ask him what he thinks he's doing. Also, he's trying to end the relationship by spilling now. I see. No, I don't think he's trying to end sorry, let me explain this. By the time Louisa, his past girlfriend, was on Drive to Survive, they had been broken up for a while, you know? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, because of the delay, which Maggie, I believe, was in the paddock this past weekend. We didn't really see her on the broadcast at all, but I believe she was there this weekend. So they're still together, but it's just one of those things where it's like, he holds off telling people or making it public for so long that by the time it like does come out, seemingly they're towards the end of the relationship. I don't think it's like, I'm going to make this public and then I'm going to break up with her. It's just one of those things that I think seemingly happens. That'd be great PR though. This would make a great Hallmark level movie, TBH. That would be great PR, though. We need you to gossip with Kelly. I feel like she knows all. I feel like me and Kelly would not get along. Rebecca, maybe. But me and Kelly, I don't think we'd get along much. She's also just not in the paddock much. She did just have a baby. You're laughing. Rapture is tomorrow when you're laughing. Yeah, I am. Amanda, you're plugged into F1 Academy. Any idea when the Netflix show will drop? The show did drop. The first season? The show is out. What do you mean, Temple? F1 The Academy is out. That is out. That was out months ago. Wait, but if you could... yes, it's out. That's been out. Wait, but if you could go to non-US race that's not Japan, where would you go? I had an opportunity that fell through, chat, to go to the Singapore GP. It was going to be really cool. I can't go. It got canned. It's not like they didn't choose me. It got canned. The whole thing that I was going to be doing, the whole project was canceled, which is devastating. It would have been a hosting gig, which I was very excited about, but the whole thing got canceled. It's just how the industry works. But Singapore is definitely up there. Spa is one that I've been told I need to do at least once in my life. I want to do Mexico, honestly. I want to see them drive through the stadium. So, it didn't work out. Manifesting another one for you. Thank you. Zandvoort, I would like to go to. I don't think that's ever going to happen because, obviously, I just want to go to a race. I don't care any race. That's fine. That's you're in. There's a gap in the market. That's it. You're in. There's a gap in the market. Wait, but if you could go to a non-US race, yeah. Singapore is bottom of my list. I'm not dealing with all that heat and humidity. See, I would deal with it to go to the original night race, 100%. It was for Singapore this year? Yes. Spa is leaving calendar for after 2026. Can't remember if it's good every year or not. See, again, if I can, what I need to be doing is making more. We have more things planned for Girly Pop Go. Do not worry, it is coming. I need Girly Pop Go to be more of a bigger deal that I can justify traveling for a Girly Pop Go video specifically. You know what I'm saying? Baku, my wife wants to make a vacation of the race next year. Super excited for it. That's cool. What is on my arm? Very cool, very cool. Fine, I'll get Russell Wilson off the Giants myself, and it's someone making a FanDuel account for Russell Wilson. God, I've started getting sports betting TikTok videos, chat, and it's like guys that look deeply unhappy with every video that they make. And they're like, I've shared my picks. My picks are still locked in. Here's the results of the game. Like it's like, wow. Y'all are not doing good. It really is an epidemic at this point. Did I get that ad? Hold on. Okay, no, I didn't. Trying to seem more real than the guys who scream at you. I need that inverse marketing. Quick question for the chat. How much lasagna is too much for a person? Unrelated, my local grocery store has good deals on 5-pound lasagna boxes. Get it? I think that's inverse marketing. I need someone to take my internet from me. I'm shopping for cute stuff for my kitchen and bedroom, and my cart value is getting to be an unreasonable, even as a lottery winnings fantasy. Oh God, I kind of want to try those sports gambling apps just once when there's a big game and just bet with the free money on both teams on multiple apps. The problem is a lot of them make it so that you can't withdraw after that free bet. You have to put money in at some point. That's how they get you. Trying to seem more real than the guys who scream at you. Lasagna is never too much. Sports betting concerns me. Like, I feel like a lot of them are not okay. Respect, that's also what my cashier said. That's so fair, it's scary. Sports betting shouldn't be on your phone. You should have to at least sit down at a computer. You don't need to be gambling in line at the DMV. You could keep the leftovers in the refrigerator for a few days. What I hate is when the sports bettors are like, we've made XXX, and I'm like, and how much did you bet? Yeah, exactly, man, that's a great idea. I might freeze some of it for weeks of lasagna. Oh, it's really bad here, Jamesy. It's real bad here in the United States currently. Hold on one second. Hold on. Sorry, Chad, I'm just checking. Also, betting on opposite teams in different apps is illegal fraud, I'm pretty sure, at least here in Aus. I don't think it's illegal here, but I mean, no one actually reads the fine print, so who knows. Remember someone who's like really good at winning at baseball, and they literally have a whole system down to like the wind direction and speed, and they only do slightly better than normal people? Because it's chance, and it's randomized. It's like you can, like, I made a dumb gamble last year, chat, technically, where I told you guys that if anyone other than Max won, I would gift 20 subs to chat. And I did that every stream. I lost out on easily like $700 because of Max Verstappen, forgetting who he was, with the Red Bull being a shit car. That was the dumbest gamble I think I've ever done. That's enough. That's enough. Like, I see so many tennis players share their DMs after they lose, and I get concerned for the safety of the athletes. No, it's bad. It's horrible. Don't think I could handle that. But you got half of that back at least. Haha. Thank you, Devin. OMG, we have a raid. Wow, 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 wow. YouTube viewers, we got a raid over on Twitch. Welcome in, raiders. Hi, Devin. We're here for snacks. We're here for snacks. I don't have snacks. I have leftover udon broth from my udon that I finished eating. Welcome in, raiders. Dang, snacks. Hi, welcome in. I benefited from Max last year. LMAO. Yeah. Hi, we're just yapping for a bit right now. How was your stream? I'm Amanda. You're watching Small Entertainment. I talk about a variety of different things. We do a lot of motorsports watch-alongs. What you missed was me talking about the possible rapture that is supposed to happen tomorrow. Who knows? And then I got really worked up because the United States SailGP team, which is giant sailboat racing, okay, is comically bad. We are negative in the championship points right now. We are last place with negative points, and we were getting to the bottom of what's going on. And basically what's going on is it was bought by a venture capital group by someone who used to work at Uber. And seemingly they don't give a shit about the sport other than optics. And it's been driving me fucking nuts. Is better than nothing, I'll take it. It was good. We tapped playing paramedic sim. Ooh. I don't think I could either. OMG, we talked about the Rapture too. Yeah. I'll offer my Oreos Raiders. True. Heck yeah. Negative. I meant to say yapped. Gotcha. We yapped playing paramedic sim. Nice. Yeah, we were going to do videos, and instead I decided that I'm going to create a creator venture capital fund that we're going to use other people's money to buy sports teams that I then make better because I'm sick of these companies being run into the fucking ground for horrible performances. Okay. It's driving me insane. So I'm going to buy up all these teams. I'm going to buy up teams. I'm going to make them better. Hug. We were also listening to Swell rant about SailGP. Yeah, no, I was yelling. I was getting frustrated because I don't know. How many athletes do you know, like on the professional level, international athletes that all have on one team less than 3K followers on Instagram? For a United States-based team at that with multiple Olympians, they all have less than 3K followers on Instagram. Absolutely absurd. Some of them don't even have Wikipedia pages. They're Olympians and they don't have Wikipedia pages. The PR of this is failing and it's driving me up the wall. So I will be buying the team. I will be doing a hostile takeover as a fan. And it will be happening. Forget sports gambling. You have to deal with me being mad at wasted potential. Maybe like a ping pong team. Wow. We'll start small. I'll buy a junior level team first, and then we'll go up to the NFL, and then I'll buy a sailboat team. We're gonna do maybe we do a banana ball-esque pivot. Maybe that's what needs to happen. I was frustrated with the sports team and I bought the team so you don't have to. Yeah, basically, that's what's going to happen. Listen, I am all about action, okay? Don't just complain. Go out and do, okay? And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go and lobby the government to ban marketing using AI images, okay? We're going to do that, okay? Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, okay? And it should be illegal. And then I'm going to buy a sports team. I'm going to buy a sports team and I'm going to make it better. I'm going to be like, what? Like it's hard? That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. And starting an esports team is the real question. So my most toxic trait is I don't understand how esports teams hemorrhage money. That's my toxic trait. I'm like, this does not seem very hard. Esports is one of those things. Content creation. If you set this up well, this can have such low overhead. The amount of creators I know whose overhead is simply their living expenses and they live cheaply and they just print fucking money, okay? They edit themselves, they film from their bedrooms. You have infinite opportunities for growth and very low overhead. Now apply that to esports. Yes, you have to travel to tournaments, you have to compete in tournaments and things like that. A lot of tournaments are also online. If you have a good business strategy and you're not renting a mansion in Los Angeles, this is not difficult to do, seemingly. There are multiple ways to monetize esports to make this make fucking sense. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I do think there is a way to do this. That's my most toxic trait. And then the money you earn from the sports team lets you travel overseas F1 races. Maybe I'm buying an F1 team. Maybe I'm starting a sponsor for maybe I'm going to start a company that's going to sponsor an F1 team. I have multiple company ideas that could end up sponsoring Formula One teams. We just need Congress. Is that who that goes through confused Canadian here to be scammed by AI dropshippers? I feel like if I just show the right Facebook advertising images in Congress, they'll immediately be like, oh, fuck, I've clicked on that. That was AI. Like, I think that's how we get them, is we just show them start a team with Horner, not if it would save my absolute fucking life. I had a friend who was the marketing lead for a team, and she helped grow so much only for them to fall apart when she left that job. You should interview her about that because it's a fun convo. Deadass might. We just need Congress. Sparkly, you activated her like a sleeper agent, LMAO. No, and it's so funny because the amount of times, I think it was after the 100 Thieves like junior team. Do you guys remember when that like was they tried to expose them for like abandoning the 100 Thieves, abandoning them? Do you guys remember this? The smaller creators team. And then what it was everyone kind of came for their asses because they were like, you guys didn't do any fucking work. You guys were in a content house not making fucking content. And they were like, yeah, well, the house wasn't very good. And it was like, it was a nice house. What the fuck are you talking about? And then I was like, okay, my toxic trades, I don't understand how you guys are losing money like this. I don't understand how all of them are hemorrhaging money. And then every one of my gamer friends tries to explain it to me. And I'm still like, this seems like a fucking skill issue. Because I don't understand how it's this hard. The stuff they chose to spend money on is insane. It makes no sense, and the players are being lazy is also wild. No, exactly. Instead of streamer mansion, get a streamer apartment complex. Not enough room, just give them another apartment. Messy roommates? Doesn't matter. Get your own rooms and living spaces. I feel like put them in mansions is basically traffic them, so they're stuck there trying to make 10K rent a month. I agree, but so many of them are like, a lot of them put them in a house and then they give them drastically lower rent to stay there. And you're also living in a place that you don't have to deal with, like, the landlords like this, like I have to deal with. Like, I can't be too loud at times so I don't upset my neighbors. You know, I have a stairwell next to me, which is nice, but like, if I was on the other wall or filming in my room, let's say that, then that would be a huge problem, you know? And chill in their homes. Exactly. The stuff they choose to spend money on is insane. It makes no sense, and the players being lazy is so wild. It's just one of those things. Sitting extra hard tonight so I don't get raptured tomorrow. Too many movies I gotta see. They're due in Avatar again. Oh, God. I'm still mad at the SailGP thing. Pop Base posted, Donald Trump suggests that Tylenol was used during pregnancy causes autism in babies and advises pregnant women not to take it. No new evidence was presented and no conclusive study was found that Tylenol causes autism. They just said this. They just like threw that out there. Tylenol causes autism. And they think they're not going to get sued into fucking oblivion by big Tylenol. I know one person who was an esports team, and when I learned his DoorDash and Uber Eats spending was higher than his rent, I lost my mind. Like, brother in Christ, just learn to make a grilled cheese. Have a Pop-Tart. Not $11,100 on takeout and delivery per month. No, that's fucking absurd. If Asmongold could make streaming work in his house, I think an esports team... Oh, one moment. I am live. Is it life or death, or can I call you back? Hello. Did you butt dial me, Father? Good, I'm live. Okay, bye. He butt dialed me. I live in Europe. What time should I wait the rapture? I mean, I guess it should happen now. If it's tomorrow. Wait, if I get raptured, I won't get to see Wicked for good. Never mind. I'm gay. One ticket, please. I went to the press conference earlier. I had to turn off the broadcast. It's insane. That's personal cook money, LMAO. They wanted to say vaccines so bad, but someone probably told them not to last minute. So, see, Ninja, I don't think it's that. They want a reason to blame mothers. They want to try and say that it's mothers, that there is a cause, and it's because of something the mother did in utero. That's what that is. That's fully what this is. They're like, what's something that we can cognitively blame that we also can put on mothers? Because a vaccine is often a dual choice between the parents. But also the vaccines, if we fully say that they've been saying vaccines cause autism because people are stupid, frankly, okay? And again, I will not listen to any arguments. I am team vaccine. We're pro-science, and autism is not the end of the fucking world, okay? And to ban epidurals. If we're banning epidurals, I'm never letting anyone with a penis near me again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is all sinners you're fine. That's crazy, Ninja. Is the rapture only in the US, or does God adjust accordingly? There's no time zone, so it should just like be happening. I did see people say this isn't in to ban epidurals. Preach. Okay. Oh, just the second guy I was talking to my dad about this, and we're just like, it's genetic, because both me and my brother, I have dyslexia. My aunt on my mother's side also has dyslexia. I probably have ADHD. My dad and brother also show a lot of symptoms of ADHD. It is genetic, potentially. There's also probably random genetic mutations, like certain cancers. There are cancers where you could be the healthiest person of your life and you have a random genetic mutation that causes cancer. It can be totally fucking random. Same thing can go with various neurodivergencies. 100%. Okay? Unfortunately, it is the life that you were given. It is random. Ladies, don't get pregnant right now. No, if they think the birth rate's dropping now, God, start trying to vilify mothers further, please. I'll get a permanent chastity belt and throw the key in the fucking ocean. Jimmy Kimmel is officially returning tomorrow. Dog, he literally came back to life after 3 days. Then whatever the fuck is wrong with anyone in this administration. I think it's the lead paint, honestly. We need to talk about banning lead. That's what we need to be talking about. I would not want to be a baby right now either. No, exactly. 38 years, don't have kids, just a cat, and I'm happy after. No, exactly. There's another thing about older women having more likely for their kids to have autism and other developmental disorders because the eggs are older. That's random. I don't know how much proof there is to that currently. Genes literally change by one histone or by just one different hydrogen bond, causing it to curl funny. And it's almost impossible to link certain diseases to genes, or sometimes it's multiple genes, especially neurodivergence. Yup. The Rizzler being raptured tomorrow. More likely to make autistic kids, though. He made the Oval Office. No, he used the AI yellow filter on it, clearly. It's insane. that the Costco guy is not is going to be really awkward. I know larger increase in genetic mutation in older pregnancies, hence also the term geriatric pregnancies, but also your DNA is constantly changing too, so it's hard to say. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up the stream just because I do have to edit, and also my neck is still bugging me, and I want to wrap up editing so that I can make soup. All right. So who can I raid out? Sorry to the raids that just came in. I know. Unless you guys have anything that you really want to talk about right this second before I deep out. Made a photo edit of classic Scooby-Doo Fred unmasking the villain Trump, and underneath is a pile of shit. Cool. Thanks for the stream. Okay, cool. I'm gonna raid out back to Twitch. Who is live? Nandre is live. What is Nandre doing? Copy. Oh wait, Scootish is playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Sorry, you guys have to go check out Sonic. You guys are going to Scoot. He's wearing the McLaren shirt. All right. Be right back. YouTube. Oh wait, I can't raid here. Hold on. Fuck. Hang on. Everyone chill. Everyone be chill. I have to do it from here. Hold on. Stream summary. Okay. Raid. Bye. YouTube viewers, hang tight for 2 seconds. Alrighty. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I will see you guys tomorrow. There's also a video tomorrow. If you don't get raptured, remember, Swell Entertainment has a new video going up at 10 a.m. PST. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Have fun. Bye. YouTube, if you're still here, thank you for watching. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.